So around 7 years ago, guys, Nike was bringing on the market this Nike Air Vapormax, which most definitely was one of the most interesting pair of shoes, which was bringing on the market a very interesting air sole unit, which even now in my opinion it's still looking good. But now in 2023, guys, Nike will bring us a new Vapormax, which will have a lot of elements coming from that original one. Hello guys, and welcome back for a brand new review. If you are new to the channel, please make sure you're gonna press the like button and maybe also subscribe to the channel. You can also give me a follow on Instagram and TikTok to see exactly what I'm gonna review in the next few days. So in today's video, guys, we're gonna have a look at the latest Vapormax, which got dropped here in the UK in the last couple of days. So let's go ahead and take them out of the box, which as you can see will come in your normal box, which will let us know that this one will have some recycled content. So let's go ahead and take them out, guys. So in today's video, guys, we're gonna have a look at this brand new release for the Nike Vapormax 2023. So this one came here in the UK in two color combinations. So we had the pure platinum and we also had this black and white, which to be honest I think it will be called the Oreo. So this Vapormax 2023 dropped at least here in the UK for a retail price of £205. So since the original release back in 2016, this Vapormax got a few improvements, but to be honest, in the last couple of years, in my opinion, they weren't too good. We had the Vapormax 2020, which had a very strange lacing system. Then in 2021, they actually ditched that and they've put some, I would say, conventional lacing system, which at least comparing with the 2020 was much better. But in 2022, Nike didn't release anything, and it might be probably because of that Nike Air Max Scorpion. But now in 2023, we finally gonna have a brand new release for this Vapormax line, which, as I've said at the start of the video, will have a lot of elements from the original one. So according to Nike, this one will have a Flyknit upper, which will have at least 20% recycled content by weight. And it's pretty clear that this upper was completely changed. This one, in my opinion, it's very similar to the original one. So let's go ahead and also do a breakdown of this one, guys. So as you can see, for this upper, we're gonna have this Flyknit material, which most definitely it's quite breathable. So as you can see, we're also gonna have some white threads, which in my opinion feel that there will be some fly wire. In the front part of the top section, we'll also have this rubberized overlay. So these white lines, guys, will actually go and will actually be a part of this lacing system, which as you can see will have these pop-up eyelets. So most definitely this lacing system will be much different comparing with previous versions. So the actual laces for this one will be in these black round ones, and just underneath these laces, guys, for this one we're gonna have a new design for this tongue, which will actually be halfway gusseted. Something new, guys, which we didn't have for any of the previous Vapormaxes, is that this tongue at the back will also have some padding, and this padding will also be present here for the actual collar. So most definitely this one will sit much nicer around your ankle area. But continuing in the midfoot, guys, for this one we're gonna have these Nike swooshes in this white color, which feels to be painted on top of this Flyknit material. And as we go now towards the back of the shoe, we're still gonna have this fused material, which is gonna be the same as the one used here at the front. For this one, we're also gonna have written Vapormax, and just above it, we're also gonna have this nice pull tab in this black color. So going now inside of the shoe, guys, as I said earlier, we're gonna have this extra padding here at the ankle section, which for sure will feel quite nice. And another brand new thing, guys, it's that for this insole we're gonna have this a new design. As you can see, this one will be perforated, and on top we'll have this plasticky mesh material. So for sure this perforated insole will be made out of some recycled materials. Going now towards the midsole, guys, at least here at the back of the shoe, we're gonna have this heel counter support in this plasticky material, which is also a bit see-through. So as you might know, for the previous ones we had actually a big heel counter support, which didn't actually look too good, but for this new 2023 version, this one looks much nicer. So I would say that this one is a big improvement. So now we can go to this interesting midsole, guys, which will be a one-piece construction. So unfortunately this one is unchanged comparing with the 21 and 20. But in my opinion, this one feels slightly a bit more squishier, and I would say that it's gonna provide a slightly better level of comfort. So the only thing for this midsole which will set it slightly apart from the previous version is that we're gonna have this Nike swoosh painted here at the front part of the shoe on the lateral side. But rather than that, I would say that this one will be completely the same. So now, guys, we can finish with these rubber pads for this midsole, which will be completely the same as the 21 and 20s. So we're gonna have these pads here at the heel section and also here at the front. So this one will be the first contact points. And rather than that, we're just gonna have the actual air sole unit, which will have some type of traction. I think for the actual sizing, guys, for this one I went with my true to size, which I've also done for the previous Vapormaxes as well. So for me, as I have a skinny feet, this one fits me just fine, and I would say that it's gonna be roughly the same for people with normal feet. But just in case you have wide feet, guys, I would suggest you to go with at least a half size up, just to make sure that this shoe is not gonna be too tight for you. So overall, guys, this brand new release for this Nike Vapormax 2023, in my opinion, it's looking quite good, and I really feel that it's actually trying to bring some elements back from the original release. Of course, this one will still use the Flyknit material, which is actually quite breathable, and it will sit quite nice on top of your foot. And by having these small updates for this upper, like this improved lacing system and a nicer feel for this back of the tongue and also the ankle section, I really feel that this one is gonna be much more comfortable than previous versions. Unfortunately, this one will sit on the same air sole unit as the previous two releases, which I'm not saying that they were bad, but having a brand new upper, I would have thought that they will also change this design for the midsole as well. But at least this one it's still quite comfortable. But for me, at least, guys, I really feel that this one it's looking much better than the previous two releases. But as this one it's actually retailing at a very high price, which here in the UK is gonna be £205. I feel that this one is slightly a bit overpriced, but we need to admit that this one will look much better than the previous 2 or 3 releases. So yeah, guys, this was my unboxing and reviewing of this brand new release coming from Nike for the Vapormax 2023. I really hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to press the like button, maybe also subscribe to the channel. You can also give me a follow on Instagram and TikTok to see exactly what I'm gonna review in the next few days. And as always, I'll see you in my next one. Thanks for watching.